morning, guys. This is Rusty78609 at 9:32 a.m. Central Standard Time. It is 55 top down degrees. It's actually pretty nice. And tomorrow's supposed to be really cold. I mean, as in really cold. And I'm going the speed limit here, and nobody knows it but me. Really cold tomorrow means I don't think it's supposed to get above freezing tomorrow, but that's for tomorrow. Today is now. Let's talk about now. So, this is January the, 15th, I think? 2018? Yeah. I'll get it right here, guys. I'm getting here. But having said that, let's talk about a little RVing stuff, okay? I haven't done that in a while. Driving, but I was out walking this morning, and a comment came to mind from I think it was Grandma Patty, I'm not sure, but she suggested that me use that 110 refrigerator as a icebox. In other words, freeze one of those little block things in my Dometic CF18 12-volt refrigerator, or it can be 110, but when I'm camping, it's 12-volt. And it's very energy efficient, and that's not what I'm going to talk about. But anyway, I thought about that for quite a while. I thought, well, that might work. I lived out in the desert, on the Terlingua Ranch. It's the Chihuahuan Desert, okay? We were Big Bend National Park for a couple of years, and I couldn't run my refrigerator there either. And what I did was I would get ice and put the bag in a container and put that in the refrigerator so that I had a gallon and a half of water at the end, because water was always difficult to get, because the nearest water supply for me was to drive to Terlingua Ranch headquarters, which was about an hour drive, or go to Alpine, Texas, which was about an hour drive. So, but that gallon and a half was an extra day supply of water. So I used it as such. So it occurred to me that I can do that and use the refrigerator like an ice chest. And I probably will do that. Or try it. I probably will do that. Starting out. Because I really don't want to buy another solar panel. Okay? Because that requires an investment of what? Oh, I don't know. A 100-watt panel. I don't know, cheapest, probably by the time you got the right size battery and all this stuff, you're looking at $400 or $500. I really don't need to spend that, so I probably won't. I've been looking at getting a Pixel XL2 phone. Do I really need that? No. Am I going to get one? I doubt it. I mean, if they drop the price down to $100, I might. But I don't need it, man. This LG phone, I know it shakes a little bit when I drive, and I know the sound isn't perfect. The picture's good most of the time. But having said that, for camping, boondocking, which I'll be going maybe in March, it depends. I'm going to watch the weather, and when the lows get close to 50, the places I'm going to be going, then that's when I'll be going, okay? Because there's no way to, I could run the furnace, but I don't want to do that. Number one, it's noisy. Number two, it uses a tremendous amount of propane, and so I don't want to fool with that thing. And so if running a burner on the stove would work, but it puts a lot of moisture in the air, and you get condensation on the windows, and so I don't like that either. So, for me, I just want to be comfortable, and those are the things I don't really enjoy, so I'll eliminate them. How? By going when the temperature is okay. Is that hard to do? No. It's called be patient. Be patient. Don't rush it. Don't push the chain uphill. So that's where that is, and so we're good on that. Also, something else I was going to mention to you, you guys that live in RVs, particularly you guys that live in homes, this would apply to also. As you walk like me, and I live in this little 16-foot travel trailer, and, I'm making it a home, obviously, but there's always things you can tweak a little bit to make it more enjoyable in your own home. For example, I'll give you a few simple ones for me. I have the little pot holder things. Well, I've got a little nail driven in the wall where I have those hanging. Well, the nail doesn't really work all that well, and the pot holders, sometimes when I reach up there, they all fall off. So I don't know why I didn't get one of those little hangers that stick to the wall, the peel and stick 'em hanger things. But anyway, yesterday at Walmart, as I was walking, my little hand reached out and I got 4 of them for 97 cents, and they're okay. So that took care of the pot holder problem. And also another little issue I had, is a night light. There is no 110-volt outlet in the bathroom. So in the other RV, I had a 110 outlet, and I had a night light plugged in there that was perfect. And so I would leave that light on all night. And if I had to get up and go pee-pee, then there was a little light to see by, so that I didn't just fall on my face somewhere. But I don't have that in this RV. It's a 16-foot Coachman Clipper Cadet CFB. But anyway, so what I did was someone sent me, when I went camping in my pickup with the Lear camper top on it, somebody sent me 2 of those battery operated lanterns that are for camping only, and they work really good because you lift up the top and the light gets brighter and brighter and brighter. So if you lift it up just a little bit, it makes a really good night light, but you don't want to leave it on all the time. So what I did last night is I just kept it beside the bed, and when I got ready to go pee-pee, I just picked it up, opened it a little bit, made a perfect light, and I had one of those little sticking hangers on the bathroom where I could hang it while I was peeing. Was that smart? Yeah, it worked perfectly. So there's the night light problem solved. But in one step beyond that is what I'm going to do, and I ordered it yesterday. They make a thing, and I know most of you RVers, particularly you boondockers and dry campers, I know y'all know it. It's called a Lucy light, and it's a solar light that you set outside and charge during the day, or some period during the day, a few hours, and then at night you have several hours of light provided by this little solar thing, and you can collapse it to the size of a nickel or dime or whatever. I mean, it's made for backpackers, I guess, but it works really well. They're about $15 a piece at Amazon, because I ordered one yesterday. When I get it, I'll show you what it's all about, and then I'll also tell you how it really works. But it's really popular. A lot of the people at Boondock use them a lot, so I'm planning on doing that for my lighting. Of course, you got to remember too, when I'm going camping, we turn our clocks forward 1 hour, okay, and that means we'll have an extra hour of supposedly daylight. I don't know how we do that, but anyway, whatever it is. So I may not be using lights very much at all. I know I didn't last summer, or very rarely, but there were times when I could have used a light, because the Kindle reader I had at that time was not backlit, and you had to have a light to read it. But now I have a backlit Kindle, which is a big step up, and I also have a backlit keyboard on my new Acer 15.6-inch screen 1080p Chromebook. Does it work good? Yeah, it's got a wonderful picture. It's perfect. You can turn the lighting way down and it's still great. So, but anyway, with those changes, I think that for boondocking, which I plan to do, I just, going into an RV park, I can't. I don't think I can. I'm not going to say I'm not, because those always come back and bite me. But I don't plan to. Now, as far as state parks and improved BLMs and Corps of Engineers and stuff like that, yeah, I'll probably do some of that. Sure, why not? They're cheap. I get 50% off, so hello, BLM, improved sites. But anyway, for you new guys, this is Kingsland, Texas, USA. This is Highway 1431. We're going west. I'm just taking a little drive before I go to the grocery store, and keeping you guys up to date with what I'm planning on doing, even though I know most of you probably don't really care. But having said that, also, for those of you that use the link to the to Amazon products from the description in my videos, I post a link to Amazon products. I'm an Amazon affiliate. And if you use that link and go to Amazon and buy anything, I get a small commission. Costs you nothing. Now, why do I mention this in every video? I know it bores most of my subscribers and the people that are regular viewers, but 65% or approximately of my viewers are just drop-ins, okay? And so that's why I do that. Again, bear with me, you guys that have been with me a while, but that is why I do that. I don't do it to just hammer you with it. So having said that, back to boondocking. Now I didn't follow through on my suggestion when I talked about the pot holders falling off the nail. What I was going to suggest is for you people that live in homes or RVs or whatever you live in, is to make you a list of 3 or 4 things, or any number, just a few things that you think might improve your lifestyle inside of that dwelling, whatever it is. And it can be, it doesn't have to be expensive things. You know, you might need to tighten a few screws on a cabinet door, or, you know, you might want to add a little storage thing here, or you might want to eliminate some stuff that's taking up too much space and you never use it. You know what I mean? Kind of get organized. And it's fun because after you've done it, even though I'm the worst, because those are the kind of things that I'll put off and put off and put off and put off and put off. I mean, it's been 3 months and I've had that nail holding my pot holders up most of the time. And it always aggravated me when I would reach up there and that little nail would lean down and they'd all fall off. And then I'd push the nail back in a little bit and hang them back up again. You know, instead of fixing the problem, I kept getting a bigger bucket, so to speak. But finally, I got the little stick-on holder things, and let me tell you, folks, those things really stick. Now, they may come off in the heat and all that kind of crap. If they do, I'll do something else. But they work okay. And you know, you can tweak some other things. What I did also, you see it whenever I do my comment call videos or any of the videos from my RV. There's a little hanging basket off to my left behind me, and that I put stuff in. Well, that thing is not really held up all that well. I mean, I just kind of threw it up there when I was moving in from my other RV. So, as one of my projects, and I also did this yesterday, I redid it. I mean, I fixed it so that, you know, when I'm going down the highway, it ain't going to fall off on the ground. Even though it didn't fall off the few times I've towed it, it was not affixed to the wall very well, but now it is, and so it'll be there. And of course, I've had that little hanger in the bathroom for my nightlight, and then I tweaked the pot holder thing and put a hanger. So, you know, just to make you notice some little things like that may be irritating the crap out of you. And, you know, those are the little petty irritations that lead to, you know, all of a sudden you kind of feel a little frustrated, and it could be just one of those minor little issues that just needs a little tweak, and then you're fine. And then once you've done it, you feel pretty good about it. You've accomplished something. And I did a few other things. I just can't recall them right now, but it was simple stuff. And I have to tell you this, I'm extremely proud of myself, and I don't mean to brag on myself or honk my own horn, because I don't do that very often or at all. But when I got ready to move, number one, from a home to an RV, that was a big downsize, okay? I had furniture, you wouldn't believe it. Well, maybe some of you will. Maybe some of you can relate. But be that as it may. So that was a major move because I had to get rid of a lot of crap. In fact, just to show you how bad it was, there was some of it I just couldn't let go of, and I stored some of it at my brother-in-law's and sister's home for a long time, because I just couldn't let it go, even though it was just junk. I mean, if you don't use something in a year, you probably don't need it, right? I mean, think about it. But anyway, so I downsized from that to an RV. And then the next big step for me, of course, I went from, you know, a larger RV to a smaller RV, but I still had stuff, okay? I had stuff in storage buildings, believe it or not. I did. I had a storage building for a while. And anyway, so this latest event, moving from the 26-foot Jayco J-Flight bunkhouse, this is the Llano River. This is a low water crossing near Kingsland, Texas, called the Slab. It's really a pretty area. It's all granite rock and a beautiful little stream coming through. It's all spring-fed stuff. But anyway, back to downsizing. But when I moved from the Jayco, the 26-foot Jayco, to the 16-foot Coachman, that's a 10-foot, well, that's a 40% reduction in space, or actually more, because it's not as tall and it's not as wide. So, but I still got rid of a ton of stuff. I mean, you saw that crap I had on my patio. Some of you saw that video I did. And, bump. But anyway, I got it all done. I got all that stuff taken I actually took some to the city dump, believe it or not. I took a pickup load of stuff to the city dump. Get out of here. And then the rest of it I gave away and all kind of stuff. A variety of things I did to get rid of it. But having done all that, and now I'll get to the POINT point, I feel good now. I mean, it's such a relief. How do you spell relief? Getting rid of a bunch of crap that you don't even need or want. I mean, I'll go to the next step. In my cabinets right now, I mean, I've got too many clothes, even though I don't have many. I got actually 3 pair of jogging pants and 1 pair of wind pants, 2 pair of khakis, or whatever you want to call them, slip-on things. Those are my, quote, dress clothes, I guess. I never wear them anyway. And I don't have probably a dozen, not counting T-shirts, but, long sleeve T-shirts and stuff that I wear. I've got too many, okay? And so guess what? Here, before I go camping, I'll clean it out again, But anyway, we'll slide down here. This is County Road 320. It's actually called River Road, or River Oaks. It parallels the Llano River in Kingsland, Texas. But anyway, so it kind of turned into the sun, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Oops. Well, not too bad. It's kind of off to the left, so maybe not too bad. But anyway, guys, so I'm just telling you, just talking out loud. But it's hard to keep from acquiring stuff. I'm not kidding you, guys. It is hard to keep from acquiring stuff. But I don't have much now. I feel a lot better. And making that move, I look at those 2 little plastic boxes that I have at the back of my RV, under my RV cover, at my, quote, home base, and I don't even know what's in there. I don't. In fact, if somebody steals it or all that stuff while I'm gone, I won't even know what they stole. How am I going to make a report to the police and tell them, well, they stole 2 plastic boxes full of stuff? Well, what was it? What was the stuff? I don't have a clue, officer. It was just stuff. Jeez. I mean, that's weird, isn't it? How we cling to stuff. Anyway, I'm just rambling on, taking a morning drive, guys. But anyway, I do appreciate all you guys that subscribe. Thank you much. And, yeah, we got a good group. I mean, I go in every now and then. Well, not only me, if you use foul language in a comment, YouTube will block you. Boom. They'll pull you off my channel. Boom. So you got to be careful. Now, there's a few words you can get away with, but there's a few words you can't. And if their algorithm catches it, you're out. That's right. They'll even catch comments, believe it or don't. But, I don't care. You can say whatever you want to say. I mean, I can handle it. So onward and upward, we're in Kingsland, Texas. Temperature 55, supposed to be close to 70 today, actually. They've changed it a little bit. But tomorrow, the high is supposed to be right at 30, and I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. At first, they were forecasting snow and ice. Now they've pretty much taken that out of the forecast. It was an 80% chance 3 days ago. Now it's a 20% chance. And that's a fairly normal pattern, I've noticed, with the weather forecast. And they do it, of course, to get you to watch or to check that weather, because they'll show the worst case scenario first, and then as that scenario begins to improve, they change it very, very, very slowly. The most accurate forecast is a 2 or 3 day. A 10-day forecast I'm not even sure it's a good guide, because I've been out camping, boondocking. I know it's a little rough on this road. The video's getting the shakes. this little community does not have a budget for improving the roads because it's not incorporated. This is part of Llano County, and so it is done by the county road department. And they didn't do this road yet, and I'm going to have to call them and say, look, I do videos here, and we don't want them shaking. So get those roads smoothed out. Now, see, if I had that $600 Google Pixel 2 XL phone, it would stabilize that, okay? A little bit. I don't know how good it is. I'm not going to say because I don't know. But this is River Oaks Drive in Kingsland, Texas on January the 15th, 2018, guys. 2020 is just around the corner. You know, think of all the things that were going to happen by 2020. Have any of them happened? I don't know. Probably a lot of them have. Maybe a lot of them haven't, but we got a lot of changes. Well, you know, change is inevitable. You know what I mean? Just think if nothing changed. What was the name of that movie? Groundhog Days or something, where everything stayed the same? Old man, 80 years old, he's going to keep his yard nice right up to the day he drops dead. That's his deal. Whatever he wants to do. That house there has 4 storage buildings around it, and this one, and one here in front. You think they got any stuff? Yeah, the last home I had was a 5-bedroom, 3-bath home. You can imagine. Of course, after my then young bride took what she wanted, there really wasn't a whole lot left. I mean, what was left, she just didn't want. I mean, oh, that's the way life is. It was actually a learning experience. Everything in life is a learning experience. You know, living will kill you. Did you ever think about that? The thing that kills you is living. Something else that I'll add to that is, and I've done a video about this before, is one of the least prepared for events is death. And it is the certain event of your life is that you will die. How many people have wills? How many people keep their wills updated on an annual or semi-annual basis as things change? Not very many. I mean, I know when I was in accounting years ago, I was a CPA, and, you know, we did some estate planning for people and so forth. You'd be surprised how many people that have a lot of wealth have no will, and you know, they sure need it. And it doesn't have to be anything fancy. You don't need to go to an attorney. You know, I mean, in Texas, you can draw up a will and have 2 people sign it, and you're good to go. Have it notarized, their signature is notarized. And have I done that? Yeah. Yep. I got one in a safety deposit box and one in my RV. And I do update it. Once a year, I've got it in my Google Calendar. Boy, that's a bumpy section of road there. We'll be off this in a minute. I'm going to go to the grocery store and I'll end this video. It's going on, isn't it? Maybe I ought to end it now since we're going into the sun. But anyway, guys, yeah, get you a will if you don't have one. Get your stuff organized. Now, I'm going to add a couple of things to that. One is, if you do a will, be specific in who gets what. Don't just say Susie gets half and Betty gets half. Now, if it's cash, that's easy to cut up, okay? But, you know, if it's something that's easy to convert to cash, no problem. No problemo. But if you have some little antiques around, like some old shiffer robes or an old dining table or an old this or an old that, and you got 2 or 3 kids that might be squabbling over it, or jewelry particularly, anything that it's money, then, you know, say, okay, designate who gets that specifically in your will. It cuts out all the crap. Now, if you want to start World War III at your death, then don't say a damn word about it and just let them squabble for the rest of their lives, and they'll end up hating each other and never talk to each other again. That'll be the end of that, and that's also the end of this video. So from Central Texas, USA guy, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything you want, but use the Amazon link in the description of this video or any others, because I get a little commission and it does not cost you a dime. If it's inconvenient, forget it. All right, what else? Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day will not hurt you. It's good for you. It'll help you avoid gout, kidney stones, and it'll also help you lose weight because you'll be full of water and you won't want to snack or eat so much. What else? Take deep breaths. Boy, this is a good one. Take a good old deep breath and hold it for a few seconds and then breathe out slowly. Do that several times a day. Why? Because that relieves stress, and relieving stress does what? Huh? Come on. You know what it does. Lowers your blood pressure. Makes you feel better. Make you live a little longer. Make you feel good. When you feel good, everybody feels good, right? And then at the very end, always remember to stand guard at the door of your mind. Really, guys, don't let those talking heads climb in there. Don't let them do it. Don't let Negative Ned or Negative Nancy climb in your head. Don't do it. Anyway, guys, adios from Central Texas. Bye-bye.